Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Agatech FX. Today again is another lecture again concerning support and resistance areas. Remember guys, the first one was support, the second one was resistance, the third one was support turns to resistance and resistance turns to support, and this one again is support and resistance areas. The areas that is most being most of the areas that you can copy down or note down that market gets to it every single time. So this is Agatech effects. With no further ado, let's dive into the system. We know and explain more on these support and resistance areas. All right. Take a look at this system here. Support and resistance are areas. So I'll just declare something I mentioned before in the video. We have resistance, we have support, we have resistance, support, resistance. The red checked areas that you see as a peak here is resistance. The blue ones below are the what? The support. You see, this one is the resistance area. Markets made it a resistance area, maybe just took it out and came back again, took across it, make it a support, above it, made it a support again. This also support turns resistance, resistance turns to support, something like that. And this one doesn't quite reach to this area because there's an APD array along this zone where the market tends to what? Mitigate or touch before what? Continue the movement to take out this area. Comes back again to that same what? Zone. Alright, let's dive into the radio and let's talk about something about support and resistance areas. Okay, now we'll refer to support and resistance as support and resistance areas, right? Now, areas is a great description of support and resistance, where the prices, the more areas. So this graphics now I'm showing you guys now is demonstrates the area scenarios, guys. Now, the first peak you see here, this is area of resistance, right? Now, this one becomes established. Now, this is what we'll call the first area we'll take note of, even if on the chart, guys. Now, after this, we found out that the price comes down, breaks through again to that resistance area, and then comes back again. Even though it gets past it, but it is still affected by the general areas, guys. So I'm talking about areas here now. So what happened now? The market took it out, comes back, but it didn't get close to it. The same thing as what? The same area. Now the one pulls back, repels back again, and comes back and touches the same area and pulls out. So this is a really whole primary reasons or secondary reasons of what? Support and resistance areas. Alright, so we always notice that the price will always what? Get close to it and push out, get close to it and push out, get close to it and push out, and get close to it and push out. Alright, with no further ado, I think I've repeated things here again, and it's very clear that a layman can understand what support and resistance is all about. Now let's take a look at an actual chart for us to understand what support and resistance area, right? So let's take a look. Now this is an actual chart, guys. This is an actual chart. Now this is Euro USD. This is H1 time frame. Now when you take a look at this, you see this area, you see this one, you see here, you see here, see here, you see here, you see here. So if I get a horizontal line and put it here, you can see that what? Market. So you have an area where market tends to be what? To be affected. You see here, market is being affected here. You see? So price, there's a support here, price breakthrough. This is the support, this is that support, also uses that breaks through, uses that resistance, breaks through again, uses that support, up again, comes down, breaks it, form the support, up again, and we still have another one above this area, guys. You still have another major area here. You see resistance, support, and this is a normal area that we have seen. Alright, so this area, this is a slightly different variation of each other, you understand, of the movement. So, but we can see that the market tends to what come into these general regions, to these regions, to these areas, because we're talking about areas. You're not talking about support and resistance lines. You're talking about areas where markets tend to do what? Tends to come in and push out. In the sense that I will explain it in a layman's language for you guys to understand that, for example, everybody, if you have a church, a big church in your area, a big church in your street, in your location, and you have like 10,000 people there, anybody that steps into the gate of the church is inside the church. Do you get that? The same person will say, I'm inside the church. Anybody that is inside the church itself, inside the church door, I'm not talking about the gate, inside the church door is also inside the church. Anybody that is inside the church premises, the fenced area of the church that is inside, maybe at the one corner of the wall, is also inside the church. So if you ask someone where are you, tell you I'm inside the church, but I'm close to the gate. I'm inside the church. I'm sitting on a chair. I'm inside the church. I'm in the restroom inside the church. So the whole church is an area where some markets tends to what people tends to come in and move out. So this is the typical example of this area. We're talking about areas where we have the support and resistance, where market tends to come in a little bit and pull out, come in a little bit and pull out. So price tends to react inside that area, which I'm showing you guys here now. So we have support here, we have resistance, we have support, resistance, support, we have resistance here too, we have support, 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 all these bonds all together. So all these are regions. Now let me clear out this long line. All right, now let me draw up a channel for you to understand what I mean by areas, guys. By area. Now let me use this height, or this high here, or this high, or I use this one here and this one here to draw out what? A channel. Let me make it longer, guys. All right, let me make it longer. Now take a look. See, so these are, let me take it backwards too. Let me take it to this here. So this is a window. All right, good. Now when you take a look like this, you will see that this is a channel window. I like to create something like this. It's a window. Wherever I notice something like this, I have to create a window in a elongated way where market tends to come in and repel. So taking a look at this now, you see we have what? We have market, you have a support here, market goes out, comes into that area, try to pull out, goes back to that area, pulls out of that, repels out of that area, comes back, it didn't get close to it. This one comes in again, didn't get close to it, guys. So this is an area. Sorry guys, I said I should have to take this low here. Sorry, yeah, this low here. Now see, market comes out, pull out, come back to the same zone. We call it, sometimes people call it zone. Comes into that zone, breaks out to that zone, comes back, it didn't get close to it, pulls out, then comes into the zone, pull back again, get back to the zone again, pull out. This one, it always comes into support and resistance, then gets into the zone, moves out of the zone, comes into the zone again, out. You see what is happening? Then pulls out of the zone again, comes back down, didn't get close to the zone, up again, the same thing, forming this area, you see, and the market is inside the zone. Then it takes out to this zone. In the last video, when you check the last video I made now, I told you guys this is a support area, and the market tried to use it as what? A resistance. Now it has done that. When you check my former video, when I was talking about support turning to resistance and resistance turning to support, you definitely understand. See this thing playing out. Some people trade these areas. Many people trade these support and resistance areas, supply and demand areas, guys. All right, so this is an actual example of what? Support and resistance areas. You can still find out in other charts. You can find these areas in so many other currency pair, guys. This is USD CHF, and if you take your time, take a look at this. If you take your time, you can find those areas there. You can check on 4-hour time frame or any other time frame. You can be able to see these areas. Take a look. See these areas. See this area. You see. So these lines you see here, thick lines, indicate a lot of things, guys. So this is an area, this is support, this is resistance. So market tends to do what? If it breaks down, it's forming that if it breaks down, That means it's coming towards this what, some areas here, some other blocks here, or some mitigation, or to mitigate some gaps here and some other things. So this is what we call areas of what, support and resistance. So that is it, guys. Let me move back to my normal chart, and this is what it does: support and resistance areas. All right, thank you guys, and God bless you. This is Zagatech FX. I'm signing off. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. That's it, guys. Thank you, and stay tuned for more videos coming in. Bye for now.